As you've seen, water is a precious resource, and it's our job to take care of it. So here's your last question. What can you do to help make our water planet a better place?
I guess I could try to conserve water.
I'll make sure I don't pollute the water.
I could get involved in water issues, like how we use it and how we take care of it.
Great answers. If you'd like more information on what you can do to help protect and preserve our water, contact the American Water Works Association. You can find it on the World Wide Web at AWWA.org. Or you can call area code 303-794-7711. AWWA is an international association dedicated to safe drinking water. It has plenty of information on what you can do to help take care of our water. It only takes a little time and energy to make a big difference. By conserving, protecting, and getting involved, all of us can help improve the quality of water for tomorrow and for generations to come.
Do you know how much water we use every day?
No.
Do you ever think we ought to try to conserve some of it a little?
No, not really.
Wouldn't you like to reduce our water bill?
Yeah, sure.
How about a smaller wastewater bill? You'd like that.
Of course I would.
And wouldn't you like to know that you're doing something to help make this planet a better place?
Yeah, that'd be great. I bet you're going to tell me we can do all that by saving a little water, right?
Yeah, I am. Look at this web page. It's called Water Wiser. It shows how we use water and how we can help conserve some of it too.
Uh-oh. Does this mean I'm going to have to go thirsty and without showers and rip up the lawn and put in a rock garden and stuff like that?
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's see what you have.
All right. We never really thought about how much water we use, but we learned a lot from that WaterWiser website.
It varies depending on where you live, but on average, we use about 150 gallons of water a day.
But some of that water can be conserved, and we have some tips to show you how.
Well, let's start inside our homes, where each of us uses up to 72 of those gallons every day.
Some of the water we pay for, we never use. As the experts tell us, a lot of water is lost to leaks. People assume that just because there's a little drip coming from their faucet that isn't really much to worry about, but it accumulates. So everyone needs a leak detection program. To get started, take what's called a zero read on your water meter. Turn off all water fixtures and appliances and read your meter. Wait about 30 minutes and check the meter again. If it moved, the water is going somewhere and you have leaks.
This thing is often the biggest leaker in your house.
And the leaks sometimes are absolutely silent. But they can use up hundreds, if not thousands, of gallons per month.
Here's how to see if your toilet is leaking. Put some dark food coloring or dye in the tank. Don't flush, and wait 15 minutes. If the dye seeps into the bowl, you have a leaker. Most toilet leaks are caused by a bad flapper valve. Well, it takes about 5 minutes and less than $10 to fix. That's a small investment to save a lot of water.
Faucets are the other big sources of leaks. A drip like this really is money down the drain.
Those small leaks that you think are insignificant, they add up. And they're so cheap to repair. All it takes is, most of the time, is a washer.
These washers cost just pennies. You'll get a pretty good return on your money.
Next, look at your water fixtures and appliances. Now, what do you think is the biggest water guzzler in your home?
The biggest water user in your house is your toilet. And that comes as a surprise to most people. A full quarter of their indoor water use is the flushing of the toilet.
Well, that's because most older toilets use between 3.5 and 7 gallons per flush. But this new ultra-low flow toilet only needs 1.6 gallons to flush. This thing can save a lot of water.
The second biggest indoor water user is your clothes washer. There are two things you can do here to conserve. One, wait until you have enough laundry for a full load. And two, when you're ready to replace this old tub, take a look at the new high-efficiency washers. They can make a big difference.
You can save 12 gallons of water per load by using one of these new machines. And many water agencies and energy utilities are beginning to offer rebates for these machines because they are so energy efficient and water efficient.
All right, it's time to come clean. The third biggest user of indoor water is... yeah, good guess. It's the shower. To conserve, install one of these low-flow shower heads.
They're shower heads that are so efficient. They can give you a wonderful shower, even a shower massage, and not use as much water.
Well, that'll save money on your water bill, your wastewater bill, and your energy bill too, since it takes a lot of energy to heat this water. So, go get a low-flow shower head and get out of my shower. I'm singing in the shower. I'm singing in the shower. What a glorious feeling to save all that power.
Your shower isn't the only place to slow the flow. You can put these little doodads on all your faucets. They're called aerators, and they mix air with water, so there's still plenty of pressure. Aerators cost only a couple of dollars, but they can cut your indoor water consumption by as much as 4%.
When it comes to conservation, little things make a big difference. Sorry. I said when it comes to conservation, little things make a big difference. Sometimes we can save water by just changing some habits.
Some people seem to need to have that sound of running water to brush their teeth effectively, but believe me, it doesn't get your teeth any cleaner.
Running water doesn't make for a better shave either. So turn off your water while you're brushing or shaving, and you'll save more than 5 gallons every day. Ow! Oh! Not again.
Oh, did it again, huh?
Oh.
Those conservation measures really make a difference. You can save up to 23 gallons of water a day.
And that adds up. 23 gallons a day is 700 gallons a month, and that's more than 8,000 gallons a year saved per person.
And you know what? We're not done yet.
We're not.
Oh, no. There's still plenty more to do outside. Let's go. Oh, honey, get dressed. Oh. We use a lot of water out here.
We sure do. We water the garden,
The flowers,
the grass,
the shrubs,
me.
you.
Yeah, when I'm cutting and trimming and weeding and pruning, I get thirsty.
Yeah, well, it all adds up. It varies from region to region, but on average, we each use up to 80 gallons of water per day outside.
And that means there are plenty of ways to conserve out here. There's something about grass. We love to grow it and groom it, and we love to water it. And it loves water. But that doesn't mean we can't have our grass and conserve water too.
We all love grass. We're not proposing in water conservation that we eliminate grass. That's not the idea. What we are suggesting, though, is that you take care of your grass the best way possible.
The key is deep roots. So relax. Let your grass grow a little. Longer grass shields the roots from sun and heat, so it needs less water. Also, don't overwater. Most people do. And always run sprinklers early in the morning or in the evening.
But never in the middle of the day. We don't need to do that. Plus, that water in the middle of the day, in the heat, the wind, or the rain, is just evaporating away. It's like our money being thrown out the window.
There's more to landscaping than growing grass, and there are plenty of other ways to be water-wise. For example, you can divide your yard into zones. This zone has some thirsty plants, and over here, this ground cover only needs an occasional drink, and in this zone, a patio. We don't need any water here at all. Zoning makes irrigation easy because you can put the moisture right where it's needed.
When you're done zoning, you can start mulching. You can put mulch in gardens and around trees, shrubs, and bushes.
The mulch conserves the moisture, keeps it in the root zone of the plant where it belongs, and it also helps reduce the weed growth. Most of us hate weeding, and we'd rather spend our time doing about anything.
And this stuff looks good too. You can't go wrong with mulch.
If you want to do even more to conserve water, take a look at xeriscaping.
Many people hear the word and think it's xeroscape, as in nothing. It's X-E-R, and it means unthirsty. And so when we developed the term xeriscape, we were looking at plants that are beautiful, and yet they're unthirsty.
Xeriscapes feature plants that are right for the soil and climate, and they don't need much supplemental water. Xeriscaping is just a common-sense approach to landscaping.
Here's another great way to conserve water. Instead of spraying water all over your plants, hit them where they live, down near their roots. Now you can do that with drip irrigation tubes or soaker hoses. Now these things ooze water. A slow trickle lets your plants sip water instead of chugging it. I could use a sip or two myself.
Are you ready for the bottom line?
Let me have it.
If we try all the water conservation measures we talked about, we can cut our water consumption by 30 to 50%.
Yeah, conservation works. And you know, conservation doesn't mean sacrifice. You don't have to do without while making do with less water.
To me, it is not a penance to turn off the water when I brush my teeth. It's not a penance to set the irrigation to run in the early morning. We can be efficient without even having to think about it too much. It's simple. It just takes the commitment to do it.
There are plenty of reasons to make the commitment to conserve water.
It's good for the environment.
It's good for your wallet.
And most importantly, it's good for our future.
The supply of water on this planet is very limited, and yet there's an ever-increasing demand for that water. In order to meet that demand and allow water to be left here for future generations, for your children, for your grandchildren, it's very important that we conserve.
If you want to learn more about water conservation, take a look at the WaterWiser website.
It's located at www.waterwiser.org.
It's a great resource with a lot of tips you can really use, so check it out.
And good luck conserving.
See, 23 gallons a day is 700 gallons a month. Man.
It keeps going
Sorry.
and going.
Hit a wrong button there somewhere.
And if you've got as many as 10 per minute, which doesn't really sound like a lot, it's even, oh, I just screwed this up.
That's okay.
I had the numbers backwards. Can we
That's
do
all
that
right.
again?
These little faucet airwork.
Put the water where it needs to be, and the sun won't, and the wind won't blow it away, and the sun won't, oh shucks. Blah, blah, blah.
The third biggest user of indoor water is... Oh, God!
There are normal, well-adjusted people who conserve water all the time, strange as it may seem. Sorry, I'm getting thin. Uppity old brat.
That's the last line of the video right there.